Good morning, guys. This is the Cryptonomatron. Welcome to another news edition. And today the news is all about Bitcoin, 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 and you can't get away from it. And it's been the third day in a row now. Bitcoin has been at all-time highs, incredible gains. Yes, guys, that is a $5,000 candle. You can see there, $5,000. Get that through your head. That is insane. And this charts Bitcoin from when it was 6 cents down here on the left up to $19,340, another all-time high up on the right. Just incredible. And it keeps defying everybody. It keeps defying the critics. It keeps going. Are we looking at a major correction coming soon? Who knows? I don't want to predict this. Very difficult to say. It could just keep running. It was up at 22,000 in some markets in Asia, Japan, Korea. So it is incredible, guys. It really is. We've never seen anything this bullish before. Not even in the heady days of, when we were in the 3 to 4 figure territory. This is just crazy stuff. So target price for Bitcoin announced was 18,800. It's hit that, and now I think it's starting to regress slightly from that. So maybe that prediction was fairly accurate. Of course, this leads to everybody trying to get in on the Bitcoin mania now, the Bitcoin craze. The Coinbase app is now the most popular app for the Apple iOS, and it's trending on the Apple App Store. Coinbase, of course, last night their Bitcoin price was $2,000 and odd higher than the major exchanges. Every exchange is facing difficulty with the sheer volume of users at the moment. It is absolutely mental. Bitcoin has left Visa's market cap in the dust. Visa with a 252 billion, excuse me, that's their market cap, has now been eclipsed by Bitcoin, which is now 305 billion. That's incredible. The crypto market, we'll have a look a little bit later at the total market caps, but the amount of money flowing in at the moment is just phenomenal. It's just incredible. NiceHash, they have confirmed that they were hacked and Bitcoin was stolen, worth $78 million. 4,700 Bitcoin was stolen when they got hacked, and apparently the attack began in the early hours of December the 6th after an employee's computer had been compromised. Incredible stuff. The fallout of this is going to be massive. NiceHash were one of the biggest mining companies there. They allowed users to buy and sell hash power, as well as providing a miner where you could use several different pools to mine different algorithms and then get paid in Bitcoin. And them being down now is not good. And of course, the knock-on effect of this, the distrust in the community and the reputation of crypto in general has been negatively affected. In other news, Bitcoin Evangelist Andreas Antonopoulos has been gifted a lot of Bitcoin for his work in the community in general. Now, if you haven't watched any of Andros's videos, I suggest you go and Google them, search them on YouTube and have a look. He is very well spoken. He is very educated on Bitcoin. He's been a supporter all the way through, but he's never really been one of the guys that's held and got rich off the cryptocurrency. So what the community did was donated way more than 100 Bitcoin. So the value of that is over 1.7 million US. They've donated this to his Bitcoin address, and so he's now a millionaire overnight. And one person alone sent a whopping 37 Bitcoin, which is now worth over 500,000 or $500,000. So well done to Andreas. He certainly deserves it. I always enjoy watching his videos, and like I say, I learned a lot from him. And he's he looks more at the philosophy behind the Bitcoin rather than the pure technology, which I think is important for everybody to understand. So let's take a quick look at the markets. As I mentioned, Bitcoin just receding back from over $18,000 on CoinMarketCap. Now, the reason for the discrepancy between the prices on the different exchanges is simply because a lot of the exchanges are struggling to process transactions. As I mentioned before, there is a big backlog on the mempool at the moment because the volume is too big for the to be processed quickly. So there's a lot of lagging in the transactions, and thus prices are affected, and there are a lot of arbitrage bots trying to take advantage of these discrepancies between the exchange prices to try and make profit. So you will see a big discrepancy in the prices between one exchange and another. Don't worry about that. That's normal, especially for Bitcoin at this stage of its early development, and where we have high transaction fees due to very slow network time. So it's come back down under 18,000 after incredible gains of over 25%. Notably, something that I wanted to talk about today was a couple of new jacks on the scene. One of them, Disney's coin, Dragon Chain. Where is it? It's down here. There you go, number 78. And now it has had a little bit of a pump up to 42 cents, up 77% at the moment. And also another new face on the block, JINN. Now, I don't know anything about JINN, so I went and did a little bit digging. It's up a little bit with an incredibly low supply and an incredible high price, actually, of $1,489. So I decided to go and have a little look at what JINN was. And there it is there. It is facing a parabolic curve there. And why is this? It seems to be connected to NXT. So I tried to find some more information about it, and I got this. This was the first thing that I saw. JINN, not every altcoin with a smaller supply is worth next to nothing. JINN is one of the few currencies bucking the trend, as every one of the available 56,703 coins is worth a paltry $6.56 each. This puts it at market cap well above the $280,000 mark right now. Don't be surprised if you've never heard of it, though as its use cases are virtually non-existent. Now this intrigued me because it must be used for something surely, and then I found this. Apparently it is a process or protocol, if it's successful, would solve latency issues in situations like massively multiplayer online games, or MMOGs, and apparently the project is ambitious, and anyone seeking to get behind it should know that, as with anything, it's highly speculative. That's fine. And then there is some price estimations there, and as we can see already, we're well into the $1,000 mark because of the rise of NXT. So interesting indeed. So going back, the other coin I wanted to talk about, of course, I just mentioned it briefly, was Dragon Chain. I mentioned it very quickly the other day, if you recall, if you watch my videos. It's just come off ICO, one that I wasn't unfortunately part of. I didn't have the funds at the time when it was launching, but it looks like a very solid project. As we can see there, total supply of 433.5 million coins, circulating supply of 238.5 million coins, with a market cap of just over $100 million US. Now that's very low for a project this ambitious and of this size. So looking at the project itself, what they intend to do is they are building a blockchain platform that you can build dApps upon, much like Ethereum, much like Cardano. And they say this is going to be the most secure, flexible and business-ready blockchain platform and ecosystem available. Now, this one may have quite a good potential with its currently low market cap and their ambitious roadmap. I think this might have some legs in it. So I started to get interested in this as soon as it came off the ICO. I mentioned it the other day very, very briefly. And one of the selling points they're trying to tell us is, unlike the existing platforms, you retain complete control of your data. So your business logic, your smart contract functionality is kept proprietary. Now, this is important because a lot of companies that use these smart contract, like Ethereum and others, they don't want the way they are doing it to be used by everybody. Now, it's that's business, guys. You want to retain your intellectual property. So this could be very important going forward for companies that have a very good and ambitious and innovative idea, but don't just want to share it with everybody. As we can see there, Joe, the architect and the founder, has worked at Disney, Lockheed Martin, and also FBI. I'm not sure whether that's the actual Flatfoots or a company. And they are partnered up with Disney, as I explained before, and several other major companies. So very interesting project. If you haven't already, go and take a look at it. I will try and do a separate video for it in the near future. So that sums up the news articles for today. Please like, subscribe, click on the notification icon for more of my videos every day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the community. And I hope you've got your Bitcoin safe and you're making decent profits.